And I see no reason for hostility between us.
Hostility. Hostility.
And I see no reason for hostility between us.
Our two houses have always been close, which is why I am begging you to reconsider this battle.
Reconsider. Reconsider.
Which is why I am begging you to reconsider this battle.
Killed? By whom?
Accounts differ. Most seem to implicate Catelyn Stark in some way.
Implicate. Implicate.
Most seem to implicate Catelyn Stark in some way. Some say it was one of his own King's Guard, while still others say it was Stannis himself who did it after negotiations went sour.
Sour. Sour.
After negotiations went sour.
Whomever did it, I say, well done.
It's not what Varys says. He says Renly's army's flocking to support Stannis.
Flock. Flock.
He says Renly's army's flocking to support Stannis. It's not what Varys says. He says Renly's army's flocking to support Stannis, which would give Stannis superiority over us on both land and sea.
Superiority. Superiority.
Which would give Stannis superiority over us on both land and sea. Stannis Baratheon is coming for us, sooner rather than later.
Aren't there other things you should be doing, like sealing my daughter in a crate so you can ship her away?
Crate. Crate.
Like sealing my daughter in a crate so you can ship her away.
Should be
So clever. Aren't you always so clever with your schemes and your plots?
Clever. Clever.
Aren't you always so clever with your schemes and your plots?
May I ask specifically what the king has in mind?
You may specifically, or you may ask vaguely the answer.
Vaguely. Vaguely.
You may specifically, or you may ask vaguely the answer. It's the king's royal prerogative to withhold sensitive information from his counselors.
Withhold. Withhold.
To withhold sensitive information from his counselors.
Perimeter. Perimeter.
When we sail for King's Landing?
As soon as I've consolidated my troops.
Consolidate. Consolidate.
As soon as I've consolidated my troops.
Your Grace, I'm honoured, but my time on the sea was spent evading ships, not attacking them. The other
Evade. Evade.
sea was spent evading ships, not attacking them. The other...
He hasn't sent a raven in weeks. He's very busy. Being repeatedly humiliated by Robb Stark is time-consuming.
Humiliate. Humiliate.
Being repeatedly humiliated by Robb Stark is time-consuming.
Are we surprised when the fruit of the incest is rotten? Yes, a rotten king.
Rotten. Rotten.
Yes, a rotten king.
You don't need to convince me.
A dancing king.
Demon monkey.
King of this
Demon. Demon.
Demon monkey.
king of this.
Don't reckon I've got much use for your ideas on how to do it. Don't reckon I've got much use for a captain at all.
Reckon. Reckon.
Don't reckon I've got much use for a captain at all.
Thank you. Kind of you to come see me off.
Oh, I'm not here for you. I was just on my way to Red Harbor.
Harbor. Harbor.
I was just on my way to Red Harbor.
I want to return home and gather the harvest before the crops turn.
And I'm sure if those same spies snuck into our own encampments, they would report growing discontent amongst the southern lords.
Discontent. Discontent.
They would report growing discontent amongst the southern lords. We've underestimated the Stark boy for too long. He has a good mind for warfare. His men worship him.
Worship. Worship.
He has a good mind for warfare. His men worship him. Go before I change my mind and send her your head. If your name wasn't Lannister, you'd be scrubbing out pots in the cook's tent. Go!
Scrub. Scrub.
You'd be scrubbing out pots in the cook's tent. Go!
Barrington, my lord. House Dustin. 2 cross-long axes beneath a black crown.
Crown. Crown.
2 cross-long axes beneath a black crown.
And?
You say he rides into battle on the back of a giant direwolf.
Dire. Dire.
You say he rides into battle on the back of a giant direwolf.
But the girl keeps secrets. It is not for a man to spoil them.
Spoil. Spoil.
It is not for a man to spoil them.
2 for foes.
And 3 for White Walkers.
Walker. Walker.
And 3 for White Walkers.
But things can get a bit messy, because when we're flinging things at Stannis, he's flinging them right back at us.
Fling. Fling.
He's flinging them right back at us.
Enough to burn Stannis Baratheon's fleet and armies both.
This is a shit idea.
I'm afraid I have to concur with my advisor, Wisdom Haleen.
Concur. Concur.
I'm afraid I have to concur with my advisor, Wisdom Haleen.
You should wear it, Khaleesi. You are their guest. It would be rude not to.
Rude. Rude.
It would be rude not to.
A demonstration. Take this gem. Look at it.
Gem. Gem.
This gem. Look at it. Into its depths. So many facets.
Facet. Facet.
So many facets.
My apologies. Pri is one of the 30. It was customary for me to extend him an invitation.
Customary. Customary.
It was customary for me to extend him an invitation. Blue, and their minds soft. So soft, they actually believe their parlor tricks are magic.
Parlor. Parlor.
So soft, they actually believe their parlor tricks are magic.
They shall come day and night to see the wonder born into the world again. And when they see, they shall lust.
Lust. Lust.
And when they see, they shall lust. What comes after is even harder.
Once you're safely back amongst your own people.
Amongst. Amongst.
Once you're safely back amongst your own people.
How can the Lannisters strike so far north? Might be a raiding party led by the Mountain.
Raid. Raid.
Might be a raiding party led by the Mountain.
I can almost always tell what a man wants.
And what about what a woman wants?
Much more complicated.
Complicate. Complicate.
Much more complicated.
Because I promised my Khalasar I'd protect them and find them a safe home.
You want to conquer the 7 kingdoms for the Dothraki?
Con. Con.
You want to conquer the 7 kingdoms for the Dothraki.
The Starks fight the Lannisters, the Baratheons fight each other.
According to your new friend, who?
Accord. Accord.
According to your new friend, who?
So what would you have me do as my advisor?
Advisor. Advisor.
So what would you have me do as my advisor?
You should stand side face.
Huh? Side face?
Sideways.
Sideways. Sideways.
Sideways.